Folks, you saw two things here. You saw a demo, a very small demo, a glimpse into what Microsoft Communications Server 14 is about. There's a lot more details about how well does it meet the needs for a wipe solution, and I would really encourage you, again, to go to Alan Selkin's show on Who Delivers the Goods for more details there. There's a lot more capability that we are not showing today, certainly the time restriction and so on. The second thing is, the second part of the demo was actually the product R2 is today, and that is being used in production, the developer platform, and of course that gets inherited and improved upon in Microsoft Communications Server 14. The reason we picked that particular scenario was not because, wow, look, that's a contact center. Of course, it was in some ways for that particular scenario, but the fact that that was an example of an application that could be built very easily. It doesn't have to be a contact center application. It can be a business application, which then you can, of course, enhance with communications. Now, in order to give you further evidence on R2, which is the product which is currently in the market, I would like to invite up on stage John Lawhan, who's the CTO of A.T. Kearney, to come and spend a few minutes with us. Welcome, John.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. And before we get into a couple of questions, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and about A.T. Kearney?
Sure. Well, A.T. Kearney is a global business management consulting firm. We have about 3,500 employees globally, 47 offices. And A.T. Kearney is a remarkably mobile company from a culture perspective, so we really needed to extend the desktop and the voice services that traditionally are in the office and give that to the people in the field as they're working from just about anywhere in the world.
So tell me a little bit about your deployment.
Well, what you've been demoing here is exactly what we're doing at A.T. Kearney. We went through a process to replace our legacy digital PBXs, and we replaced them with VoIP-enabled systems. But that was just only part of the puzzle. What we really needed to do was continue to add that and extend that capability for mobile users. So when we did a complete evaluation of all the unified communications options out there, Microsoft's product from OCS product really became the leader. It was the product that we found that was a single point of entry into all of those systems. Plus, it extended our collaboration capabilities. It improved a work-life balance for our users, and it had a low TCO and lowered our costs.
That's great. Well, how do you feel about the deployment so far?
It's been going wonderful. Everybody in the firm has it. Even our desktop users have OCS. We're seeing incredible adoption, very high ramp rates. We're seeing over 300,000 text chats a day. We're seeing 450 to 500 video-to-video calls a day on the system, so it's become quite adaptive and very powerful for us.
Wow. Any interesting anecdotes you want to share now that you have this totally new system, communication system in place?
Well, yeah, I could share some probably I shouldn't talk about, but I think our best story is really in the enablement of federating with our clients. One of the biggest issues we deal with is security of client data and retaining that capability as we exchange information. And so by federating OCS with our client's OCS, for instance, Best Buy is someone that we federated with, we can now have secure communications, both text, voice, video, all at no cost to us, but also we get the added benefit of shared desktop, file exchange, and text chatting all seamlessly. So it works extremely well for us.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for coming here with us today.
Thank you.
Wow, federation. Wait, I thought federation, the genius of federation came to life last week. Well, actually, federation has been around for the last 5 years. OCS federates with other OCS users. OCS allows you to federate with only about 600 million users around the world with Windows Live Messenger, Yahoo, and AOL. Federation has been around. And here you see a business using federation on a day-to-day basis for getting the work done. Folks, unified communications is an exciting, exciting area. You know, there are folks here who will proclaim leadership by themselves. 4 years in a row, Microsoft has been named a leader in unified communications. This is the last Magic Quadrant. But it's quite interesting to see a lot of talk about collaboration in this show as well. And some will have you think that collaboration is a new idea too, like federation. Well, actually, this is an area we frankly have never talked about on the show, but it's an area which frankly is a strength of ours. It's an area we've been investing in with software for 10 years or so. So let's take a look at some other quadrants. Enterprise content management, related to collaboration. Social software in the workplace, related to collaboration. Information access technology, related to collaboration. So here, in 4 areas I've shown you, which are talked about in this overall collaboration and quad space, Microsoft is a clear, established leader with incredible momentum in the industry. The reality is, products which matter in the so-called Microsoft Quad are leaders in their own right. Office, used by information workers, 500 million information workers. Exchanged, used by 200 million users, give or take a few. SharePoint, by far the biggest collaboration platform in the industry. And Communication Server, with Unified Communications Magic Quadrant, clearly the leader. So folks, I guess it's easy to call yourself a leader when you really can't see the guy in front of you. That's really what's going on here. Anyway, let's move on. The new communication ecosystem, this is the floor of VoiceCon. If you go down, this is what the map looks like. And that blue dot really represents Microsoft. Earlier, I made a comment about mainframe era economics. So you'll see a little bit of evidence of why that is so true. One of our partners, HP, is announcing a lot of products. Announced them yesterday. Another set of partners from us who are announcing branch survivability gateways, already have PSTN gateways, announcing a whole lot of products. Polycom announcing low-cost IP phones, low-cost but very innovative, and also talking about video interoperability with OCS. Astra also announcing low-cost phones, which work with OCS. Intrado, E911 enable, NICE, Quest software, delivering 911 solutions as well as call accounting software, also on the Microsoft floor. Aspect, a great partner for us in the contact center space and also from a services perspective. And by the way, one of the partners who worked on the AT Kearney deployment recently. Really, folks, if you walk around the floor, you will see this many companies on the VoiceCon floor who are building products and delivering them around OCS. This was not possible in the mainframe era communication systems that still are prevalent in this industry. We're focused on software and lots of partners. And from an interoperability perspective, a whole lot of other players also are demonstrating how their systems can integrate with OCS. So this is the post-mainframe era economics where lots of folks are creating products, innovating, a lot of competition, driving price points down. That's what this industry needs, and that's what this new communication ecosystem is bringing. Folks, that sort of brings me towards the end of my show, my presentation for sure, sorry. And there are many interesting things that you will see on the shop floor when you walk down and visit the different booths. One of the things you will see is this little abacus in the Microsoft booth. This is an abacus that we fashioned. Instead of beads, you have phones that have been reclaimed from deployments of OCS where there were existing phones in place. This is, of course, not the only phones. This was one of our customers was kind enough to send us a pallet with some phones on there. So please take a look at it. We thought it was pretty cute. Also, when you go see it, you will see some interesting stories about the phones and about the deployments where these phones were actually reclaimed for. So certainly an interesting visual.